Umunede ma. Vijana Rajinavi?
Yeah.
Ask her. Call her to admit immediately.
What's the next step now? Okay, continue from introduction. Okay.
Umunede ma. Afamo Nsiagwai Clement Onyaka. Nwonyi Dmoba. Mao Umunede Youth President Abuja chapter. Mao Zikwo Vice President Frontliners Club of Umunede Abuja chapter. Mao Zikwo Umunede Progressive Union Yangabo UPU PRO Abuja chapter. Mao Zikwo Frontliners Financial Secretary National, and by the grace of God, Mao Zikwo the president of Egosa 96. Umunede ma. Okwenyi Tan. The topic of today's discussion will use inclusiveness, a panacea for Umunede development. Unlecha Marine Ikoro Nwale. So Onya wole mane Ikoro Nwale. And without Ikoro Enye Nwale. Now, how many community Ikasaka develop ni? How many Ikoro were are involved in every aspect of their developmental plan? You will agree with me that Onya wole ehurike inwe one or two things to contribute to a community, even within the age bracket of 18 years. Because anytime I know that 18 years, Onya is an adult. From 18 to 50 years, Onya is Ikoro. Because like in economics, 50 years is almost the peak of every human life. Life gets to its peak. Manuel's life begins at 40. But at 50, the curve starts sloping downward. That is for people who economics. By the grace of God, we follow them. I'm not an economist. I am a surveyor by training. I have a postgraduate diploma in surveying after finishing from Auchi Poly in Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. Now, the role of youths in a society. When a youth will play leadership role, very big, vibrant leadership role in a society. No community, especially Umunede, let us be particular about our own community. Onye na-nwanye Umunede ọhụụ anyị ndị youth weji na Umunede. Look at our two brothers, Honorable Tony Emeka Elekokuri, Honorable Sebastian Edokpolo Oko. Who know their impact in our youth politics, in leadership role they have played. You will now understand that before now, Ijeja who onye lachini, whether at councillor level, whether at chairmanship level, whether at honorable representing you in House of Assembly level, all in this honey. But now, because this was Ikoro Kwalechao, so we access them easily, sell idea to them without fear of favor, because NHR are within the same age bracket. So I tell you that the leadership role in the youth play in Umunede cannot be overemphasized. And that's why we need more youth participation in our leadership positions. Now let's look at followership. There is no shepherd without sheep, without followers. Nobody saw Tony make campaign, nobody saw Sebastian Oko make campaign. It's not possible. It is still the youths that have been doing it and will still continue to do it. And I'll tell you the truth, that any community without the strength of the youth has failed. And that is why Nsiagwai Clement Ilekuni youths in Umunede Kingdom must be carried along in every aspect, in politics, in education, every aspect of Umunede development. They must be involved, because fresh ideas will serve us very well. If you look at these two people I've mentioned about Honorable Sebastian Oko, Honorable Tony Elekokuri, they have brought a very good, vibrant developmental stride in Umunede. Anyone in Abuja, we see things. Once in a while, but now we are the color agent. Now I go to Ikoro Wangwale. If you talk of defense of a community, ni Okubia Watan, and the Ikoro ile wa Oku did me Umunede over the years. Even the one we know small today. I pray that God will help us in that area. In the Ikoro, where Jale, Ikoro na Kandia me, where Wame Umunede, in the Ikoro Umunede, where Ame in Umunede. So Ikoro need in the way we positions, trusted positions, because where Jale, that's what we call Yajamaya, Okoba, Yajamoji, where's your Koboji, Ikoba Weji, Umundoji, and the way Joji wa Ikoro, and only Joji, son of Buko, only Joji, Kidoje, Nikoda Loha, Kidoje. So Ikoro Rempa, Umunede, make a carry along for Umunede to develop. Now, sheep. Peace. Ile wanya na hwane emunu do ri ale. Ndi Ikoro we me udo re ale. Alo nyo rally koba. Ikoba nwese the strength to do what the youth will do. Ihe ndi Ikoro kemi igwili. He make sure no do ri obodo ni agha nsogbu aria ndi Ikoro we protect ale. Ihe owulele me Umunede or any other place in Nigeria and the world, if you look at the age, Awani Ikoro nowhere GN area bound. And on any development, any community, especially Umunede, let's focus our attention to Umunede. On any lower to Umunede town, no one Ikoro involved. How to make Okoba Leru Ramolo? How to make Okoba Iregu Foundation? How to make Okoba Lele Block? Ikoro Weji Ohelecha Aleja Rahim. So Mala Yoni Ikoro Umunede knew where the strength Umunede were for development. And we cannot take it away from them. Now, if you look at anti-court, vigilante, Umunede, they are doing well by the grace of God. Though no machine is 100% efficient, there's still room for improvement. For the quest for perfection, the request for perfection is a continuous quest in human endeavor. The perfection, Chukwu's not perfect, but these people are doing well, though they need to improve more. So, I want to call Bible away. I chuna muchi no leche obodo. Ikoro where you are. So, Ikoro need one lecture. Why we don't be given chances and chance to rule and take care of leadership positions? Now, and Kumezi Okwi Koba, Amani Onya Kamale, Eji Kamale, Kucha has it. I appreciate all the elders in Umunede. They have done well, very, very well, from my childhood time to today in Rime. Ndi Kohoba Umunede, Ehakwewo. Mbiazelu Umunede Kama Abiaze. But the truth is that Umweka, the youth, Ikoro, even within the age bracket, 18 to 50. Only the 50 allegedly is still very young. We're supposed to have room to take care of things because fresh ideas, look at the president of France, Emmanuel Macron. Nwanduko is a youth. And if you can prove me wrong, Amen is doing very well. He's doing very well in France. So, Ikoro, Inwakwa, they will concentrate on their mates. It's an obo, a chobo. When you Ikoro today, when you have opportunity to vie for any position, elective or appointive position, Ikoro will choose their mates. This one they like, biggest like, and water sickest level. Ikoro will help you. Because a man at the age of 80, a little question at Tozi, a little question how many years come was it? Atmosphere here Tozi, OJG, iron, aqua pint, Makotika. See, Ikoro, they have more years to live. And they are looking at development of the community, especially Umunede. So, Umunede has progressed tremendously in the last 4 or 5 years. Yes, I must say that. And also, if youths are given more opportunity in leadership role, they will do very, very well. And Umunede will progress more than as it is today. I will not speak much. If you talk of education, but the youths are still moving forward. They are still aspiring for higher education, higher degrees, to better. Because the more you study, the more you know things you don't know before, to better the community. I must appreciate my predecessor, Dr. Okodele Ikechukwu. Is a PhD holder and is an inspiration to the youth. I also appreciate Dr. Yadi Rollins from Ileje quarters because their inspiration is a lecturer in Awashiku Polytechnic. That's a HOD. So I appreciate him. I appreciate every person who have made youth proud. I appreciate Honorable Tony Lekokuri. I also appreciate Honorable Sebastian Oko because they are the inspiration you to Elena and one of them to do well. Now, all here the cool is not without problems. And among youth with their own issues. We know that courtism is a problem in the community. Among here court. The people who choose courtism or tuchi, ejo tuwezu, umuchi, or any time, or jokanjo, to any community. How many communities are here? They should leave cultism out of the way. Otu ọwụla irezu ya sị ka agwa ibe ihe irezu alịgbo otu. So onye ọwụla adodo ihe na ihe Umunede nsogbu otu okwu otu cultism otu uchi eji otu n'uwe wepụ aka ndị ikoro because ya sị ka entrust your life, your properties, your wealth, your future to onye ri otu ilebu egbe ọ dịka possible. So those only malario amanamne yes not easy but weji keme neji otu as not ma with I don't think igbu here I must regret that that time when Moku politics Umunede our youth Honorable Anthony Elekokuri Emeka le Honorable Sebastian Edokbolo Oko Honorable some destructions he made that time. Though the man around the youth today, Igbu Umunede ka Igbu. And you want to here, Nema Gomano Sini was Igbu here, ki you want even if near Rendon, young one that day. Because Sasa Nebu that day you want to here, by virtue of the fact that near Buele here, you want one. So let us not be losing two people at a time. You want to here that day, King, even if you do any time, young one that day. So ndị dodo na-eji kemeni na-ehapụ ihe ọwụle ike meni harm our person. Anyị tikpo ụlọ Umunede onye ụlọ Umunede ka anyị tikpo anọ ụlọ onye alịha. Anyị kụkpọ moto onye Umunede ka anyị kụkpọ alịka onye alịha. Dodo na-eji kemeni na-ehapụ igbu ihe na-ewepụ aka ihe ọwụle ike eme onye ọwụle kwekwa. Nne m egwa mọsịmeni onye wela aghọ ndị mmụọ n'ụzọ ụtụ lecha esekpu ala ịghọ na mere ekpere n'ọga ihu. N'elu arịgụ na isi ọdụwazụ ala abụọ ọnụ dodo na-eji kemere na-ehapụ okwu otu asị ịjọ njọ ọrụ n'elu Umunede ka shizikwo robbery era ha ebụrụ ahịa ụmụ nwadụ adụ na-eka onye ọwụle ọ nwere ka ọ barụ 8 years ka adụ aka windo ihe ụmụchi aza ka alụla ikoro lemi ihe ahụ dodo ndị koro na-ewepụ ka ya ha ike ọba na trust anyị for leadership position ka onye bịanwe onye isi nwere nọ ya ekere ego saja egbu ihe ọ nọgbu onye nwa naanị ka ya trust a chief for leadership position you also be afraid. So every youth todoni ego alihelecha na-eji keme na-ewepụ aka ihe ọwụle weji oji jọnjọ o mere asa ka dia si onye ji ni ya ji nwa ni nwa ji ọhụma nibi nwa ji mọ ya ihe mara ekwu illegal migration ndị youth traveling ijali here very very important very important. I mean we focus in but ijana illegally ya da mini egbu you were sorrow to the community, you were sorrow to your parents, everybody so now aleha look at Abuja kan are Umunede. This one is still migration to have migration with focus. Ike bule bija ko yamare bija ko ebe ni kodori edemone de huma. So mlario ndi koro ni all this is part of the problem anywhere o man the leadership e kokwe are na abaha ka idori elenya. Na ejikemeni ameno nwe beja ko ni je legally according to the norms of the society and the country ejeko. Ekpere de chane no ka na nle chane saka ban here in Jesus name. Na she well on ma ni ikobe question ni Umunede igbu onwe we like a property anywhere. Strangers when we inherited their property, which is not right. So we should learn to accommodate one another and our differences, because one Umunede later the same day. So we cannot have the same mind, the same idea, the same thinking. Because when you're uchonya danjo. So they don't need law and order. Sometimes ndi koro icheki one say monwa emelonwa ndi koro wa carry involved in disobedience to constituted authorities, because feeling they are still agile, they are still strong in here the same way here, but are going to the growth of Umunede kingdom. na ejikemeni ihe owule ire mma ihe mara ni we me no sokoi emelo nyo so ya the major focus I can we it should be our watchword need to hambo no for ni what to zukwa ni bo for the same thing now in success ihe na-egbu most of our ikoro wone onye hu ibe bụ jeep ochono ni jeep ochono ma ya mara ihe onye awule ile go through in life. That's why I keep saying that wealth is relative. Wealth is relative. Your 1,000 naira can be equal to somebody's 1 million naira. Because so many 1 million naira no jugo. Everyone is free for him. It is not a prayer you can make for yourself. So, only 1,000 in account might be equal to only 1 million in account, depending on how you reason. Because only 1 million only only 1 million in account, no 10 million problem is a poor man. But you want 1,000 you any problem, you are a rich man. So don't only na wepo enya no boka moto ya no jeo ihe to wulelu ka ora he ya mare ka ora he ni ya mare don't only e bakara na enwe sobu. Let us have a reward system. Punish evil, reward excellence. That is the way I see life. I be the Umunede will progress more than ever. Only man just you man John. Because any time one day only ole must Omune haguni you want we must he must go any choice. And at a certain age in life, you cannot do what you think you can do again. Your strength will fail you. Even at the age of 40, 45, 50, you cannot do it at the age of 90 because the strength will fail you. So let's look at building institutions, building human beings, rather than building houses. I came from a poor home. I later home with one. There were some homes, we want to be like them at all cost. But today, you don't want to pray to be like them. Because it shows that life evolves. Life, moves. Life is a continuous. The only thing constant in life is change. Now, let us build institutions rather than individuals. I did one experiment in my home one time. I wrote everybody's name on a sheet of paper and I spread it around. Through it, everybody now pick him up. Now, it took us more than 15 minutes for everybody to get his own. A home, very few people. Only will sign up from the Buta or care. But when I introduced another dimension, I now said, any name you pick, give to the owner. Any name you pick, give to the owner. Do you know that in a few minutes, less than, in fact, 80% of the time we spent looking for our own, we spent it on getting individual. Once I pick your own, your name is there, I'll call you and give you. Somebody will pick one and give me. That was how in the next few minutes were through. I learned one lesson from there that you can find happiness making other people happy. You can find fulfillment making other people fulfilled. But a situation where you want to be fulfilled by yourself, you match toes, you match heads, you match everybody, deprive people of their entitlement because you alone want to find fulfillment. That's where the trouble is. So don't need. If you cannot break the record, if you are running a relay race, you cannot break the record. Allow somebody ahead of you to break the record. Because in that case, two of you will take the glory. But if they are stored in order, you can only you others, two of you will lose out. In the bason, we carry first, second, and so on. Let us learn to support one another. And that's my slogan, one for all for one. Now, cheesy parents. Ilekeme problem, the parents contribute 80%. I'm sorry, I'm a parent now, I'm a father now. So I also have to put myself in this that I'm saying. Parents are major one problem anywhere in this youth restiveness and other problems. I hear some parents say, and I ask myself, I jam job when I was in Umunede. is a small boy, their job. And some parents, they went to a general job to train their children. Now, I now ask a question. How come the parents is their job? Ebu Emini, a general site, Abuja, as most of us know, to train their children, medical doctors, train scientists, train laboratory people, train doctors, train engineers, and the engineers who also cannot train their children very well. Because if you look at this moral decade that is within the age bracket of 20-something to 30, 40. And these are the children where more after the original parents more. So I now ask parents question. What he made at that time was what was necessary to keep your family not hungry. That's an effort. And I also challenge you to say that when they tell with you, they are in the grave today. So please, let us not give the children all they ask for. Nobody can get all he asks for except God Almighty. It's only God that has everything. Every man is a needy. Every man, whether the land no, is a needy. You are satisfied. So as long as you are alive, you are a needy. Please don't give your children all they want. Give them the best education. Teach them how to fish. Don't always give them fish. They should be challenged the way you were challenged when you were growing up. Don't give them everything, but give them good education. Only he can help himself to actualize his dreams. Then do you think that your child will like that house? The answer may be no. He might grow up to like a different pattern of house, and you have made mistakes. Maybe you must have mortgaged his future because of that house, and he does not like the house. So who has failed? It is you and the generation at large. Now, I'm looking at solution to most of these problems. There are ways we can curb most of these issues that are happening today. Don't overvalue what you don't have and undervalue what you have. No problem. You cannot thank God enough for it. So I'm looking at collaboration with well-meaning Umunede youths, and others are also invited. Let's join hands and be doing annual lectures and seminars for the Koro Umunede. Every year, Aquas' faith cometh by hearing. Not only hearing, but hearing the word of God. In here, we're going hunting. In here, we display. Only here, in my picture. It lasts longer. We can use every medium we have to make sure we send a good message to our youths. Even I'm so angry. My own cousin brother, Mr. Kingsley Alexander of Obi Quarters, he's still in the mortuary as I'm talking to you today. He was murdered almost 2 months ago by the same Ikoro. You cannot, even if, yes, all things may not be right, but must we shed our own blood on our own soil? What do we stand to gain in the process? Remember that the strangers in the community will inherit their properties. So let us shun every violence that will take life. And also, I'm looking at another way I could honor the human by giving scholarship to brilliant students. Ndị omenini wemane akwụkwọ. That is the only encouragement you will give to make excellence prevail. If not, let us see how we can be, encouraging, supporting, blessing, helping the excellent ones, so that they will be a role model, they will be an example to Ndegoleni. Now, we now look at other people. Even if you are giving example, you look at role models in Umunede, and the Jindio men they were poor background there, only who were, but by the grace of God, with their own effort, because there's no way God can help that person. If you're not a medical doctor, like my brother, Dr. Roy Maduka, you cannot go to theater to do operation. Measuring tape, look at anyone who's instrument. You must be trained. Once you are trained, you'll be praying to God for blessing and praying for favor, praying for all types of prayer for you to progress in your discipline. But how many you are praying for blessing, you are praying for favor. How will it come? Where will it come from? That's why as youth we must be educated. But as I gave example with my two friends, Mare. One of them was my predecessor, Dr. Okodele Ikechukwu, Ikechukwu Idmileje, and Dr. Yadi Rollins, who lecturer. I like he's a HOD now in Washiku Polytechnic. I don't know him, but I have looked at the youths, I looked at the record. I also acknowledge Honorable Sasamson Oko, I also Honorable Antonio Emeka Lekokuri for their giant strides in leadership role. Also, Umunede, anyone Ikoro, na Ejikeme, now make Umunede the most peaceful place to ever be in a car land, in a car nation. Kumode bully, I learned. All these our governor, for instance, every other person I know Umunede. Kumode Kunlioto, not anywhere. But we did not allow the community interest to rule us. We allow personal interest to guide us, and that's why we're having problems today. So I'm begging every youth, call, oh, need mobile, onyo bio, ilejao, idmileo, ndiri road anywhere ile. Do now unite in it. Let it be one for all for one. You only have baby when error. You only have long when error. That is the point. So the driving and uniting force should be Umunede, not me, not you. Now the Clement don't need I born in Sabu, a man do local, all only Modekai doku. I buy only Modekai, which is not right for any reason. Kick a bunny here for. Because God can give you all this money without killing anybody, without fighting anybody. But don't be over ambitious. Now over ambition. Now, can do pipe bomb water. Meaning Umunede one of the highest issue, but today we cannot boast of any portable drinking water, clean water area. Todoni, Lario, I mean, only an opportunity in any leadership position. Let him regard Umunede first and not himself, because all I hate to turn tomorrow it will be one of the worst houses when we're Umunede. Why? Because new things are coming. I know later you cannot sleep more than one room at night. Don't let us value human resources. Now any human beings so Umunede can go forward. Now I also say that Iyeni heka, you also have peace. Even though we have betrayers. Even Jesus Christ was betrayed. One of his disciples, they are betrayed. So we have betrayers all over. But as a casino, meaning one person, meaning when you to buy me, yabada, do buy me, meaning no way. Yeah, you want a good cause, meaning is not possible. So it is caution. Iyeni heka, you have relieved yourself of a burden. Because only in heka today, you might not have opportunity of helping him tomorrow. Because Iyeni hatan is a privilege, it's not a right. Let's say, for instance, anyone Honorable Tony Lekokuri heka today, Honorable Sebastian Oko heka today, even though they were made before, at least to some extent, we have seen their worth and what they have done before they came in. But how many Yenni those days, can you give him food again? The answer is no. So it was a privilege for you to have fed him. Even our governor, Dr. Clement, how many Yenni at those days, can you feed him again today? The answer is no. So no wule, it is a privilege, not a right. Why? Because you might not have the opportunity of helping him again tomorrow. You can't help him again. So do so you can be his good record, his good books. Even though it is God that pays and rewards, not man. So I still believe in this strong feeling. It is one for all for one. Let us learn to love one another. That is the only way we can make progress. You cannot make progress with hunting. You cannot make progress destroying a community that was built before we were all born. Even as I'm talking to you, my heart bleeds. Because my cousin brother is in the mortuary as I'm talking to Mr. Late Kingsley Alexander. It pains me as a man. Because eventually, maybe or at all anger, we have also lost youths, which we don't need at this time. Which we don't need. Umunede must go forward. And Umunede must not be centered around individual. Let it be around institution. Because institution is standing, even a cripple can rule any organization if things are in order. So I must acknowledge vigilante group in Umunede. I must acknowledge anti-court. I must acknowledge our honorables. I must acknowledge everyone that's making people to sleep well in Umunede. Because if you make people happy, I'm sure God will not leave you alone. He will make you to be happy. But unfortunately, greed has taken over the land. But I'm appealing to every one of us, that we can make Umunede great again. Now, the issue of national body, we need to have a youth body, national body. Umunede Youth Association, nationwide, the whole world, worldwide, that will take care of issues. A non-partisan body. Alandi analeyazo. Alandi keja akmaze jarahe hotel. Ejo wibu jarahe ejo asaba. No, Alia. Remember, if you collect bribe today to give a medical doctor certificate, maybe the day you are unconscious, you can bound to Abuja. So there's need for us to get things right in our local community so he can obey. We need that parent body, Umunede Youth Association, worldwide, with a duly elected president that will champion the cause and the program of Umunede Youth nationwide, non-partisan body. I can lie you. So onye one obodebo ono shi wan jagbabu here. Onye menjo munebo, you menjo. let me not wait till you answer me. Because how many here not very, very, very important. Where's Somalia? Where do Somali? Alionwe, Lola, Nwakokba, Bedu Meme. Everyone K politics. Obuyo Ebe Yababuha. Mekonyamari use only one no change. Cannot call certificate of return to in Abuja or anywhere Sabawa cannot hear ya. Yala family and wager. That count you buwe owe kaje. That's to tell you we must be reasonable and wiser. We must be smarter than them. Onya buye Yababuha. Yes, Abuza Babu. Yabuza Brujago or Yabuye nwa. Ni nwabu you want to take you will follow up. So do the lario and the koro. Now you know when you can. Because Umunede he can Umunede mekere. I'm sure under the charge Umunede where you mother boyka. It is a chain reaction. I did chemistry. You want about chain reaction in chemistry. You know one. Before you know it, we are progressing. And remember that Oshishohu Muboko. We must all unite to move Umunede forward. And this unity will make us to be less afraid of our community. Onya poso la togo tokola Umunede mekwebwe. How many here challenge for onya na obume? Ni na nwe jipo onyi. Ndi bo agwa na we buko nwan ni jipo ni cause I'm not sure the bobuzi here. I'm not sure. So let us first of all help one another to progress. The elders are running short of ideas. I must be frank. With all due respect to them. Because in Yerumetan, it's no longer what happened those days earlier. Things have changed and taken a new dimension. So we must all wake up and embrace the new reality on ground. Dodoni, for this social distancing, coronavirus is real. Social distancing, physical distancing, observing every safety measure government is where there's a new one to make so that we can live long. Dodo Naj Clement. But I must not fail to acknowledge Obi Wale. Mediani Agadagidi Ela Chekwasineni Ni Ohwacheni Ni Eze Achi alone only the people not Chimene to give him ideas, to give him suggestions, information on things Kodori. Dodoni, I'm happy and proud of to be an Umunede son. And in any capacity I'm called upon to serve Umunede, we will serve Umunede with the whole of our hearts. Lakma, the organizer of this event, this gathering, this media forum in Chukwuyagozi, Ino Sakanya Handu Umunede, Ebo to speak, to talk to us as a people. I've watched this program live. I've seen the impact of this program. God bless all of us from Umunede. Chukwuyagozi ndị lachi Umunede. Chukwuyagozi ndị koro Umunede. Chukwuyagozi ndị nwunye anyị, yagozi ndị nne anyị, yagozi gọvanọ anyị, yagozi onye ọbụla. Dodo dị lario on a final note. Dodo ni ihe ọdịha na-eme ya bụ cheche n'enwe ya jike ya ole solobali eligwe ni Chukwu ya kewa. Because ihe anyị na-eme taa ilo ni emeke, you cannot be the richest man in the world, and it's not the best. Tomorrow something better, something best will come and override what you have done. So you don't need to kill anybody. You don't need to betray anybody in Umunede. You don't need to sell anybody out because of money. You don't need to do the wrong thing to get money. Because you go and work, Nedi what don't happen. You want what going to happen. And the truth is that nowhere G ahangwe ahakoala. Nedi pa with aha koala ziko. Umwe may not be able to manage the money. So they don't know the rema or in the chan. Ni onwe no nyako sen rema enya. There's a quality nwata chizakelu yaso we paza. I mean, Shani Pasu Mundu, one day Buaka Robaime, who Chisakelu Yakika Pasa. So, on your will, he presenting where to be helped. You need the help, and here where you help. Because how many as woman, Yarin is there, someone did that thing. It would wish as well. And when hero he came, at the end of the day, what happens? Only that thing, you about cash you will you anywhere. You want Ashimini, Miniwa or John John. Not only every life of an Umunedian are very, very important. I wish all of us good endeavors in our various careers. Like I said, I'm a surveyor by training. By the grace of God, we are pushing, and God is helping. So, Nsiagwai Okaju, Yaju, Nesaka Lake, Besaka, Zawe, Kodoria Abia, New Moderima. We're going to Ajuju Kaju. We're going to Ajuju.
Yes, I've seen it. Yes.
No more than ma. The one question from my brother, Honorable. I call him Honorable Ebukolani because I'm not now. Honorable Kabade John. Oreaju, see how can the youth be included in active politics? Yes. You know, Ejibo, Ajuju Kodran. Only when I want the voting strength of Umunede, the youth make up more than 70%. So, I mean, the youth, a query, no, not any. Do you think anybody can stop the youth? The answer is no. Because I am the strength to vote. I am the strength to mobilize. I am the strength to advertise. I am the strength to do everything. Now, so the youth can do everything possible to make sure that our own Ndikoro Niwakwele Yokwa. Ilekebaya today, Ahwane, Kendi Koba Lacheni as and one chairman and one council and one many of them those days. As a youth, it's not watch over. If I'm the president of Nigeria today, my cabinet is already formed. Before you am the president, before I'm president. Why? I'm one or two capable hands that can do well. So, Ndi Koro, how can the youth be included in active politics? One, we must refuse to support evil. Onye menini ọrụ ha ni ọsa no jiego elego buhelecha. Now Nigeria has made mistake. Has money solved our problem? The answer is no. But I take it time to choose one quality youth. One, any Ndi Koro. I say the color the Kodore. Because any Sobuka Puhani is still Ikoro that will fight Ikoro. Any no. APC Ikoro, PDP Ikoro, PDM Ikoro, everywhere Ikoro. Okobasa ka logo. Okobasa ka bigbe. So I unite and I'm money here irrespective of where the person is coming from. Whether Obi, whether Oba, whether Eleje, whether Edmile, provided he will deliver to Umunede, then let's go with the person. So the youth must unite. In answering your question, the youth must unite. I must say, one you use who or for four. I must unite as youth Ikoro Nwale to decide what we want. Here, sure, only another bribe. Let's be sincere. Only let's see because we have the voting strength, we have everything it takes to do it right. No more than man. So unity among the youths will ensure active participation of youths in Umunede politics. Now, another question has come up from Abuja that how can we have a formidable youth worldwide forum without betrayers? I also saw that question long ago. Yeah, it's unfortunate where we have found ourselves. Onye suema mburu mafia. Onye mburu kakushine might come back with a broken head. And in the law with a broken head, if any onye ofie ji kwebo anahi. Oni kakuni ya mamburu, but ya mamburu ahu. So dodoni wuni mwenem onu ile kore. Na ejikemeni this betrayer kendi outside kenyima. Wejele kpere amasi ahu. Inwe ekwe ba yakwa eku. But anyone enye ekwerigo because they are difficult to govern. But the truth remains that we can make it work. And let's query. Reason being that you like cool. How many in cool no favor? 20 people. No favor the mother boy. People 100%. No favor 18, 17, even 15. More than the favor ni. The ones of favor should key into that program so that we can move forward. You look at the Kenyan man, they were quite a anywhere being a long. A chinny or Jacqua or Janaqua, come a memoir, who name Alia. Onye Muhana is a material. Oh, I just got hello. How can you for what can you walk in 1 hour? Heard. Papa. Okay, I'll meet you there. All right. We are coming there together. We'll come meet you. Thank you. So I can't go live again, Abby? No. YouTube, Abby? Okay.